early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He got a step and just dusted the field.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Russell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brings into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with the blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Let's talk about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? The first guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Alabama quickly back to the line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds his man. It's Hale. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Off play action. That's caught. It's Hale. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looking for a push on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra: be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disrupted, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
They boot it away on 4th down. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Gophers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 7 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They want to run it left here. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hunter. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got a man, it's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. It's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Crosses the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
QB draw. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. To throw, it's Russell. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Russell. On the move, he fires. Got his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to the run to start this second half. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Turning it on. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have it. Touchdown, Alabama! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Makes the grab. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Buying some time. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Really good patience and recognition, and how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air, setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to pass. It's Russell. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Hand off from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be his... They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3. There he goes. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. On the move, it's Glover. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Third down play from the gun. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Not a chance. Missed it. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Caught over the middle. It's Staples. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Wood. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Cox. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, is still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. You can score a touchdown. This thing's basically over. You know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Back to pass. It's Ncaa. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
He's got the tight end. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Glover.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about
A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Well, that will give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Got a wide open receiver. Oh, look out on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. And that is not what he had in mind as he steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive pass. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
What is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. What a terrible, terrible shank. Oh, what a disastrous punt. He gives him the ball in the red zone. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, Is that what we're doing here? He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. And that was a huge run that almost went...